It's Sunday the 3rd of December, just after 5 o'clock in the evening, and we're starting a little bit early this week to make sure we can get ahead of the game and get orders picked and packed and ready for post Monday morning. So far for the weekend, we've got 13 orders on Bricklink, and that's a total of 333 lots. 1,577 items there. And then if we look at Brick Owl, we've got another 7 for another 62 lots, 392 items. And then we've got 8 orders so far on eBay. And because of the lack of space in here, I need to get picking. So I've picked the first batch, and I'm going to get these packed up and labeled, and that'll enable me to start picking some of the bigger orders. So these are, I always start by looking at the smaller orders just to get, through a bunch of them. And also I needed to charge my iPad, so it's easy going around with the printed pick sheets to just pick 3-4 lots of orders. And of course the eBay orders are super easy to pick anyway. So let's have a quick look then. So we're starting off with a Minecraft snow villager. We've got this Toys R Us Jeffrey the Giraffe set going out, so long retired. Toys R Us have been closed down for a number of years. I know that they've sort of sprung back into life online in the last year or so, but effectively Toys R Us as we knew it, with the large toy outlets on our retail parks, etc., has gone in the UK. We've got a Lego City set going out here, 60082. That's sold for, took an offer on that for £27. We've got a Lego Minecraft Creeper. We've got a Friends Leanne minifigure, a Ninjago Sensei Wu figure going out, Harry Potter Gryffindor figure in his Quidditch uniform, and then another Friends Naomi minifig going out. Onto the Bricklink or Brick Owl orders. We've got some of these reddish brown slopes going out. So those were added last week when I was adding the various slopes to the store. Got 10 minifigure leg assemblies going out there for the Star Wars figures, particularly the old stormtroopers, etc. And then a few parts going out there. We've got a minifigure, a bit of samurai armor going out. So, and as I said, these are all the smaller orders. Some more red parts going out there, some white hinges. And then I saw the two, these are the both parts that make up the one of the planets from the Star Wars sets. I can never remember the name. Both sides of this particular planet are identical. Someone's bought the two of those that'll make up the planet, and a few parts to go with that as well. So as I said, bunch of small orders. I'm going to get these packed up and then start picking the larger ones. Monday morning, and here we go with the second batch of orders going out today. We've got 206 of these inverted red slopes, and then the majority of these are pretty regular parts orders. Lots of plates going out here, particularly these white ones, 24 of those I think. A couple of parts and a minifig torso in that last one. And as I said, regular kind of parts orders, nothing major. We've got one over here, which is from a watcher of the channel, and they reached out and said, they're big fans of the channel. And I was particularly gutted with this because I had to let them down with a couple of figures that they'd ordered. which I'm not sure what happened, whether it was a syncing issue or what. There were some ones I've had for a while, some of the Disney series, not the recent Disney series, but these were for Hades and for Frozone, and yeah, some issue with the inventory, possibly a syncing issue. Not really sure what happened there, but really grateful for that order in particular. And we will look to get this lot put away. This is 5 of these Speed Champion sets, so we'll get this put away once we get other orders finished. I've got a couple more orders to do here. I've got this large order, the expensive one from the States, which can't go yet because I'm still waiting on something. I've had to, actually, I didn't want to let them down and I was short on something, so I've ordered it in to go with the order. So there's a slight delay on shipping on that, which I've notified the customer about. But for now, we're going to get these packed up and ready to go to the post office. So with the post all done, the next thing for me to do is get these prepped and ready for collection. I've had a message from the guy who's bought them, and he's changed the days from tomorrow to today. So we've got the Ninjago City going along with the Ninjago docks. So they look great together, to be honest. I had them on display upstairs, and you know, reason for selling was really just that they just sat in a spare room. No one's looking at them, no one's doing anything with them, so I figured why not you know, capitalize on the money and let them go to a good home. So these will be making their way to the US in the spring of next year, I believe, when the guy goes back with his family back to the US and be taking an awful lot of Lego with him. It's Tuesday morning and just about to start packing orders, but before I do, I just thought I'd show you this package that came yesterday, not least of all because I need the box. So this was an order through a Facebook group I'm on. I've mentioned it a few times before, and this is basically a service where someone will pick a brick parts for you from the store and ship them out, obviously at a cost. And I noticed this week that there were some decent parts on the store, on the pad store. So we got lots of 1x4 black plates. We've got light bluish grey and white bricks in various sizes. We've got 1x2s, 1x4s, I think 1x12s. We've got 1x2 black bricks. We've got 2x4 plates, and we've got lots of leaf stems, etc. And I'm restocking up on my pine trees, which have all sold out as well. So nice little order there, and of course the more you get, then I guess that reduces the shipping cost, which is always good. In terms of orders for this morning, I haven't counted them, but we've got a few in, most of them on Brick Owl, to be honest. Nothing significantly large in terms of you know, super high value, but some of them are pretty decent. Some train parts going out there, some Minecraft figures, more Minecraft figures going out on this order, quite a few of them. In fact, this is probably the highest value order, I think. Then we've got more parts, and then getting on to eBay, we've got a Hermione Granger going out. We've got some Technic stuff, some Bionicle parts. These are the Bionicle parts that are listed, I think about a week ago. And more parts orders. And then over here, 3 more eBay orders. We've got an Island Lloyd minifigure, a Minecraft Creeper and a Mighty Thor. Now, you might remember yesterday I sold the Ninjago City and the Ninjago Docks. And then overnight, remembering this is the guy that came and bought a bunch of sets the week before, yesterday evening I got another list of items that he wanted prices for, so there may be more going out, and that's turned out to be a brilliant contact. I mean, he originally arrived just to buy a Mini Cooper, and he spent, you know, getting up towards £2,000 now, which is crazy. Yeah, really good contact. I'm going to be getting this put away this morning. Never got a chance yesterday, and of course I'll get this put away as well. And then I'm expecting another box of Lego when they can sort the shipping out. Been waiting for that for close to a week now, so hopefully that'll make it in today and we can look at parting that out as well. I've just been adding the items from the Pick-a-Brick cups that were sent to me, and it turns out they are coming in at 3,640 parts in 12 lots, about 212-ish pounds worth, although I haven't actually priced these properly yet. Now, one thing to mention is these are certainly not coming out at a 3 times part out value for what I paid for them, when you keep in mind the postage, etc, etc. But in this case, this isn't really about necessarily making that margin in profit. These are regular, the majority of them at least, are regular sort of staple stock parts that you want to have in, or I want to have in anyway. So it's all about just maintaining stock levels for me, and it's a case of, you know, not being able to get these in quantity easily in other means. So I thought at least it was well worth a stab at getting these to add to the store for stock purposes, and by having these available amongst other lots will attract other people to the store. So I've just put away the Speed Champion sets that I'd padded out earlier, and got a couple of orders in for a few parts that I needed for another order, which I'm going to hopefully be sending out tomorrow. But I wondered how many of you guys have taken advantage of this little deal. This is this month's Lego Batman magazine, and this month it's got 2 Batman minifigures on it, which I think makes it well worth picking up. One of them is the one with the moulded cape, and the other one is the one that tends to come without a cape at all and has this kind of backpack on with various utensils, etc. So I think all in all, you know, the cover price of the magazine is £6.75, which is not what I paid for it. So it I think I paid £4.50 each for them, and I think at that price, you know, £2.25 a figure, well worth picking them up. It's still Tuesday. It's round about 5:45 at the moment, and I've just getting ahead for in the morning by picking the remainder of the orders for today, which I'll just touch on very quickly. Some leg assemblies going out, some various parts in decent quantity, like, you know, 100 of each kind of thing, with a few odds and ends thrown in as well. Some train parts going off to Germany, and then a few small parts, and an exploding creeper going off on eBay. But the main reason I'm doing the video now is because I want to get this order packed up, and that's because this is the order that came in late last week and has been waiting, because I was short on an item or two, and I wanted to make sure that the customer was getting absolutely everything that they wanted. This is going off to the US. This is, I think, something like £430 worth of minifigs, and mostly minifigs, new and used. Some fairly you know, expensive minifigs in here. We've got a blade here going out, and you know, these are, as I say, expensive minifigs. We've got a Bricktober set going out. We've got some various bits of poly bags going out. We've got some instruction books, and we've got a couple of other things that I've just chucked on the top there. And we'll see if we can find anything else maybe. But I need to get this one packed up tonight so that I can figure out the postage on it. Expensive postage on this because of the value and the needing for it to be tracked. So really quite expensive to send. But I wanted to just get this packed up, get it weighed, and then I can crack on and get this off, because I know the customer's excited to get this. And I also know that they're probably going to be watching this video because they do watch the vlog. So if you are watching, thank you so much for an amazing order, and we'll get this out just as quickly as we can to you. It's Wednesday morning, time for a look at what else is coming overnight. Remember yesterday we did a batch of these orders which still need to be packed, and then the new orders that came in are starting here with this order for some lime and purple parts. Then these next two orders had me really intrigued because they're pretty much identical orders, which obviously leads me to believe that they're for a mock that's out there. Lots of identical parts in identical quantities, including unusual things like these two bricks here existed in the same order, along with the axle, the plates. Just, you know, at least 75-80% of each order items, you know, were in both orders. So quite interesting to see that. This is the largest order of the day, and interestingly, we sold the minifigure factory set that I just listed last week. That was one of the small sets that I sort of found upstairs. And we've also sold this Vitruvius figure that came in the Blu-ray edition of the set, which I've actually just opened to get the figure out of. So we've sold that separately, and then on to another order with lots of these TNT bricks. They bought everything I had in new and used, along with some other parts in quantity. And then a couple more eBay orders in. We've got a snow villager and a Minecraft creeper going out. And then there's one here that I've had to message the customer about. This is an eBay order, and it's for a brand new book, Lego Space, Building the Future. But something just triggered my memory when I pulled it off the rack. It is new. I haven't really read it or anything like that, but I remember buying this at the Space Centre in the UK at the Lego show, and the authors were there, and so they signed the book. Both authors signed the book to me, which would be great if they didn't say to Keith. So I've had to message the buyer and say, you know, what do you want to do? Obviously it is genuinely new, never been really looked at, and it's a nice little book. But if they've bought that as a Christmas present, someone's going to be a little bit surprised when they turn the page and see it signed to Keith. So we'll wait and see what they come back with. If they don't take it, it's not a big deal. Sold for £20, but like I say, if they don't want it, we'll put it back on the shelf. Well, my American customer has been back again, and this time he's picked up 2 more sets from me, both sealed. He's picked up this particular one, and he's more interested in the bridge itself rather than the figures. And I gave him, he asked for a price with and without figures, and I had to be a bit careful about you know how to price it, really, because some of the figures are super valuable but you know are going to be slow to move potentially. In the end, he decided on taking the price for the sealed set with the figures, and he's not sure what he'll do with the figures, but he'll probably try and sell them himself and make some money back, I'm guessing. So that went. And also the Hogwarts Express went as well, and he asked for a little reduction on this, which is the first time he's asked for a discount on any of the prices I've given him. And I agreed, really, just because he's spent so much lately. He got a good deal on this because the part out value was a lot more than he paid on it. But parting out, you know, one set, it's something you always have to keep in mind when you're valuing the set, I think, is how much time and effort are you going to put into the set to part it out, get it into the component parts. And then it's a long game selling those parts, because, you know, some things will sell quickly, others much more slowly. And I figured that I'd just rather take the full value now that I could get. And you know, when I talk about the value, this guy has spent like £2,000 with me in the last week or so, buying up used sets, new sets, and you know, for all that to sell so easily, so quickly, to one seller, them come here, pick it up. I don't have to ship it. I haven't even had to pack it up or anything, you know. It's just been so easy, and really great to you know move them on in that way. So that's the latest thing there. Now I'm in the middle of doing something I don't do very often, which is going through a bunch of figures and seeing what parts I might want to purchase to make them up, and creating wanted lists, etc. I've actually, while I've been going through them, been able to complete a couple of figures. So we've got a Star Wars figure here and a Viking collectible minifigures series. This one's listed for about 10, this one about 15, and this one was missing a cape, but I found another bunch of capes that were, you know, part of the Brick Pickers haul. Lots of capes here, more there as well. So that enabled me to complete that particular figure. Now I've also been messing about with some sets. I've been able to complete this dinosaur. It was missing one of the claws on the bottom, but I've been able to complete that. Now it doesn't have the little sort of stand that came with the set. It does have the figures, it does have the dinosaur minus a little 1x2 sand blue tile that I need for there. But then I'll probably list that up on eBay as a set, you know, mentioning that, you know, the little build for the sort of lectern or whatever it is, or the display, is missing from the set. So always lots going on. This is, you know, I'm never sure whether this is an activity that I really like or not, you know, because it can be really time consuming trying to put figures back together. I don't mind doing it in spells where it's a bit more interesting to do when you're in the right mood for it. And you know, the alternative is listing the parts separate, And that's always the dilemma on, you know, when you get to certain value figures. I mean, here's a great example. This is a figure from Overwatch, and they're missing the hairpiece, and currently the hairpiece is selling for £19. You know, so I'm probably going to just end up parting the rest of this out, though I don't think it's worth that much in terms of these components itself, but we'll get that that done, I think. I've also added a few more new figures. These are just what came out of a couple of sets that we've had to break into recently. I'd sold the Scuba Iron Man from a set, so those are the remaining figures from that set in particular. Anyway, I'm going to crack on, see what else I can get added to the want list, and then probably see if I can buy some other parts and get these finished. It's Thursday morning and we're starting a little bit earlier than normal, and that's not necessarily because of the orders we've got to do or Lego at all, to be honest. It's because we've got to take the little helper off to a hospital appointment this morning, and it's an early one, and the hospital is at least an hour and a half away, given the way traffic is this time of year. So we've got to set off in about 20 minutes, and that's going to mean I'm going to not be around for a few hours of today, and it's going to be, you know, tough to get an awful lot done on the store. Thankfully, I guess there's not a ton of orders to do. We've got 5 here on Brickowl. Only 26 lots as well, 109 items, and we have got 2 on Bricklink. One of those going off to Korea, and we've got nothing on eBay at all. So not a massive amount. You know, we're getting on towards Christmas. I guess people are busy with other things. I myself, I'm trying to rally around and look at Christmas presents, although my wife's really organised and got, you know, we're organised for the rest of the family. It's really just me having to do my little bit. So yeah, we're not going to be around for too long today, so we'll get cracking with these orders and see what else we can fit in when we get back. So today we've got 2 paid calls with people needing some help and guidance on running the stores. One is a UK seller looking to go into international selling, and would just like a 30-minute session with me on that. And there's someone that I've helped out before, so they're familiar with myself. And the other one is rescheduled from last week, is a Dutch guy looking to get into Bricklink. So hopefully we managed to hook up successfully tonight and get that call done. Now, with that call due at just under an hour, I'm going to get my orders ready to go. You'll remember this morning we started early, but I lost a few hours going off on hospital runs, etc. So I'm back, been doing a little bit of work here and there. I've arranged a pickup for some Technic parts tomorrow, and I've been chasing up this delivery that I've had outstanding for over a week now, and every just seem to have lost it. No one knows where it is. It's a couple £100 worth of parts that I'm really keen to get into the store, and I'm just in that process of waiting around now to see what happens. You know, obviously the seller doesn't want to pay out until every have done their investigations and decided what's happened with it, whether it's lost or whatever. I guess we'll wait and see. So Anyway, back to the post. So today we have got on eBay this Chavez minifigure going out. We've got some torsos, 19 of these going off to Seoul in Korea. And then we've got some various parts orders. I think all the rest are UK based. Some used parts there, a few minifigure bits and pieces in some of these. And we've got some Harry Potter figures going out, some train track, and then a few more minifig parts. And then we've got this Lego space book, which is going out on eBay, sold for £20. So I'm going to get those packed up now, and then we'll see what time I've got to do something more before the call I've got this afternoon. I've got another appointment at 4 o'clock myself away from the place, so we'll see what we manage to get done. I might go and see if I can convince the little helper to part these few sets out for me here. And yeah, always lots to do. So we'll see what else we can get added to the store later once I've finished with these calls and things. It's Friday morning and we've got a few orders in. 3 orders on Bricklink, 109 lots for 824 items. Largest order there is around the £40 mark. And then on Brick Owl we've got another 3 heading off all to the UK. 22 lots there, 198 items. And then on eBay we have 6 items to post out there. So I'm in the middle of picking them. I'll show you them in a second. Last night I had the second of the paid calls. Had a chat for about an hour and a half with a couple in the Netherlands who are just getting started on their Lego journey, which was really enjoyable. And so they wanted a pretty general overview of you know, they had a bunch of questions about all kinds of things: organization, cleaning, sourcing, you name it. So really good session there, which was good. So today I've got to take a little trip. I'm going to just pick this up. It's not too far away from me. It's not a complete set. It's new, but it's bags of 4 to 8 apparently. So I'm going to go and pick that up and see what it's like. Now the set itself has a high value. Obviously there's going to be no motors etc in there, which I think it did come with originally. You know, I'm getting it for a good price, and when I get it back I'll show you what's in there. I've been told there's 19 bags in there and a couple of manuals etc. So we will see what we'll get, and we'll get that back and get that parted out into the store. Now in terms of orders for today, let's have a quick look. Can we start with the eBay ones? We've got a Kai Core minifigure going out, a Viper minifigure. You see Ninjago is pretty popular. A Ninjago set going out here, 70651. That sold for £46. We've got a Minecraft Creeper going out, a white Bulldog, an Alex minifigure. And then we get into the orders that are going out. This one is going off to Canada. It's mostly looks like parts for the Ninjago again, the Destiny's Bounty. And then we've got some train parts. We've got a new train motor going out and a few other bits that are train related. And then we've got some parts there, a bunch of 1x2 yellow bricks, etc. And that's about it. Now I am in the middle of picking another order. This was 91 lots, I think. Regular customers told me there's no rush. I will get it out today though, but I've run out of time to get ready for the post. So I need to get cracking and get my post done and get off to the depot. I'm just back from dropping the post off, and I called into the local Sainsbury's to pick a couple of bits of shopping up, and they had these on offer, £4.50 a go, which is about 50% off. I think they were normally £9, and I parted these out before, and the figures actually sold really well. So I picked up all they had. They just had 8. Picked those up, and I've just added them onto eBay, and I'm going to get the parts parted out and added to the store. It's been a busy afternoon here at Brick Arena. First up, we've parted out the 10 of those marble sets that I showed earlier that I picked up from Sainsbury's this morning. £4.50 a set. They had group minifigs in and Star-Lord minifigs, which have been listed, and all of the parts are ready now to be put away. Then the little helper has parted out 3 of these wildlife sets, or whatever they're called, and this is 60353. So we've got those to put away, some nice little animals and things in there. Then we've picked this up. I showed a picture earlier. This is this Technic cat. I think is it a D11 or something like that. I'm not so familiar with the Technic sets. Lots of yellow parts in here. Now this is actually bags 4 to 8, but there are multiple bags of each number. So I think there are 19 bags in total, and I picked that up for 50 quid, which I'm hoping is going to be a good return. The set itself had an amazing part out value, but of course it's hard to judge what is not in there. We'll see how we do with that. I'll report back once I get that added into Brick Store next week, probably now, and we'll see what sort of value we can generate from that. Now, the other thing I was hoping to show you was over here, but they've just been picked up, and there were 3 sets that my American customer has just picked up. You might remember that I'd come across a local guy who has been buying lots of sets off me over the last couple of weeks. He spent well over £2,000, and then he's been today picked up another 3 sets. He picked up Whitecap Bay, the Pirates of the Caribbean set, which was a good one for me to move because the seals had gone on the set, which always makes people a little reluctant to pick them up, but everything in there was still there, still sealed, etc. So he was happy with that. And he also picked up a hidden side school bus and the Harry Potter Whomping Willow as well. In terms of orders, we've got this order that I was halfway through this morning. Didn't manage to get it out today just because of all the other stuff that's going on, but part of the reason for not doing it is that the customer in this case had said not to rush, so that'll go out in the morning. And then I've got another unusual one for me, not a big order, but 6 of these Team GB leaflets. These are all new leaflets that I came across, and I managed to sell them for £1.50 each, so £9 for 6 leaflets, which is quite good. And I've noticed that through the afternoon there's a bunch more orders come in that I need to go and get printed off and get picking. Probably, since I'm going to go to the post office in the morning with these, I'm probably going to pick those as well. They're not big orders, so I'll get them picked and get them out in the morning as well, which will save me a job on Sunday. But then I need to try and clear some space in here, because obviously all my table space is now taken up with these sets that have been parted out. So lots to do, and it's already pretty late in the day, so I'm not sure just how much we're going to get done, but we'll crack on and see how much we can do.